My name is Eric, and then I'm an incoming sophomore for Bellman High School. So this is a demonstration of my POV life fan. As you can see, it shows the word hello. Before I came to BlueStamp, I was really interested in programming CAD, and so I normally focused on those kind of subjects. But when I decided to choose a project, I decided to choose a project that was mainly electrical, like this POV life fan. So I chose this project, and when I started on the circuit, I ran into a few problems almost immediately. The first problem was the PIC microcontroller. There's two main problems with the PIC microcontroller. The first one was I couldn't compile any code in the microcontroller, and the second one was it was so outdated that there was no online source for me to cure it. So that's why I decided to switch to the Arduino. Number one, because there's a lot of mentors who understood the Arduino, and then there's also a lot of online sources about the Arduino as well. So after I made my whole circuit and soldered it together, I decided to program it. I never programmed in the Arduino before, so it took a lot of research to find out how a POV basically worked and what I had to do to implement it to make it actually work. So how a POV actually kind of works is, if in a basic standard with the 5 LEDs, to make a letter E, you first, in time 1, you make all these LEDs blink at once. On time 2, you make the first, third, fifth blink, and at time 3, you make the first, third, fifth blink as well, making the letter E. After that, I put these numeric values in arrays for each character, so like A, B, and C, and then I put them in a binary conversion so that it made the LEDs blink when I wanted them to. So when I was done with programming, I thought it was finally over, and my whole project was done. I was really satisfied. But once I put it on the fan, it wasn't fast enough, and I couldn't get the LED lights to move in the speed so that the LEDs could actually make images and pictures. So what I had to do was I first increased the voltage of the fan and also increased the current. However, none of those worked. So Eric gave me a better idea and just gave me a DC motor, and I decided to zip tie an Arduino on it, and then it's been fast enough. Overall, BlueStamp was an incredible opportunity for me, and it was super beneficial because it gave me like great ideas for future projects in my house. One big take from this project is, if one path doesn't work, it might be better just to take another path. The same way my PIC microcontroller didn't work, and I chose the Arduino instead. In simple words, BlueStamp was such a fun and great place to be, and that's all I have to say. Thank you. Questions?
Yeah, you mentioned that before you like to do the more programming and take a different thing. Are you find a new passion, or are you guys you should go back to the? Do you like the?
I mean, like electrical was really fun, but I think I'm still a little more interested in CADing. But like honestly, because I'm in a robotics team, this electrical thing really helped improve my soldering skills and just like my idea on circuits in general. So it was a really great experience for me.
Like how would you write a different word other than hello?
My code, I made it so that my code, it's really simple to change it. So I just need to change one line in my code because each of my characters are like an array with numbers. So that by using like a binary conversion, I could just easily just type in a word like, for example, BlueStamp, and it would be able to write the exact word on my POV.
So originally, why did you pick the PIC, and why did you select the PIC microcontroller? And moving forward, if you were to do other types of projects, what criteria would you use to decide what to use versus not to use?
I mainly chose the PIC because it was on my original project, because I got it off from a website, So because it had the pick, I thought it would be easy to follow. But that's not really the case, because in engineering you're supposed to learn everything and understand everything before you actually start on the project. And further on, before I start on the project, I should really sit down and like actually think about the project and see how this whole thing operates before even like touching a wire. So that's a big thing I learned, and like that will actually help me choose my like parts more wisely.